The system lied to you and it lied to me about what it means to work hard for money. In this video, we're going to talk about what it means to work hard, why it's important to work hard, but not for the reasons that you think. This is a follow-up from my previous video, so this is part 2. Let's get into it. The more and more I think about things, life continues to happen. Ever since I ever known, I went to college. If you ask me why I went to college, it was to make money. In my 20s, when I got a job, it was to make money. When you switching jobs, it was to make more money. Whenever you have other pursuits, it was if you trying to travel, it was to, hey, I need to make enough money to be able to travel. Hey, it's this car I want. I need to make more money so I can buy this car. I want to save for a down payment. But the one thing that, and this was me, my peers, people around me, similar, we all human, so we a lot of times have the same drives, but in a different way, like motivators. And at the core of things, we're human, we're all the same, we're uniquely made, and we're one of one. But there are some common threads among just how we're wired as human beings. There's these hierarchy of needs and all of that, but that's not the point of what I'm getting to. And so you'll just hear things, and so what you start to notice is patterns. And a part of it too is I noticed a pattern that a lot of people were in jobs that wasn't related to their career path and their degree. It wasn't, their career path wasn't related to their degree, and they were really just doing this to make money. And this is getting back to the purpose conversation that I had in my previous video. Go back and watch that if you hadn't watched that. But this is the follow-up. What am I getting at? Just so you know, I wasn't saying don't work hard. That is the minimal bar of getting anything in your life. You're gonna work hard. Life is hard. And if you don't work hard, you're gonna suffer. And it's in the Bible, and all that, and principles, whether you believe it or not. Or, if you just follow the principles alone, your life would be a little bit better off as a result of some of those principles talking about things as it relates to you don't work, you don't eat, all that good stuff. So yes, however, work hard for your purpose. Work hard for your family. Work hard for your community. Work hard for a cause that's important to you. That's a different type of work hard. See, the system has tricked us, has did a number on us. It has us really focusing on individualism, and I'm still working through that myself and shaking through that as I continue to evolve, and my journey is evolving. And I realize that we're so fractionalized, and just because we're operating on an island, and the things that we used to criticize from other cultures of, they move into a house and it's lots of people that live in there, but they working together. It's called collectivism, group economics. You may say it that way. That might be the term that you use. But they are working hard for their family, and they're operating in a unit. What I think the trick is when you're operating in a silo by yourself, you're not even in the game. It's hard to compete. And the more and more I evaluate different arenas, business, politics, even the individuals that appear that they're competition with one another, when it makes sense, you'll even see them forming alliances and they will, or collaborating on certain projects and breaking bread. Hey, you take care of this part, I take care of that part. Or actually, you know what? It makes no sense for me to recreate what you've already built. I'll just take advantage of your service here, and then you have something that I can benefit from, and I'll pay for your services there. Or they'll join forces on some things in a different capacity. And you see that in politics. You hear him talking about, hey, this is a bipartisan situation and all that, and on and on, right? But here we are as an individual. You got family in the same state. You're never talking about money together. You're never talking about doing some things that will help you maybe get there faster, maybe get there with not as much stress. Because you'd be surprised, there's different goals. You might even actually have some of the same goals, but because you don't share and have intentional meetings with one another, you might even be able to join forces, but the system did put a number on it, as I said, and you just working by yourself, individually working by yourself, and you working hard for yourself, and you're not operating in purpose. So you're working hard, and also you're probably not even excited about what you're doing. You just making do, which that's tough. So what are the solutions? What is one lesson, one takeaway? I would challenge you to evaluate how you're currently thinking about things, because there may be an opportunity for you to do something different. And that something different is not working hard by yourself, getting together collectively with someone else, and you two or three or four working hard together, because it could be family or it could be someone else that's not family, and y'all join powers. Like if you're into movies like the Avengers, you see them, they join forces. Yeah, it's a movie, but you get the point. Like, and you create a super team to where you can move faster, more faster, and share the load with one another. And so you're working hard for the group, and y'all are working for each other, and now you're able to magnify your impact, move faster, have greater impact. That's what isn't talked about as much. And I think that we need to have more of these conversations. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, come on the journey. And again, I'll leave you with this. See, y'all thought I was letting you off the hook of being lazy and not actually working. No, that's the bare minimum. You got to work hard, but it's just the reframing of working hard for a bigger cause, for the collective group, and moving past the individualism. And you still can have your personal goals and your individual things that's important to you, but this is a different level of thinking. And if you look it up, the Western world is one of the most individualistic countries that's out there. And so it's not your fault. It's not my fault. But whenever you do get to the information, or you do start to question and you do start to understand this, it is your fault if you continue to operate the way that you are. It is your fault. It is my fault. So I come in love, share these things, comment, subscribe. To the next one. I'm out.